Did you hear the story about the woman who found out her husband had a mistress, so she decided to become her best friend? Mary had been married to David for more than 20 years when his job transferred him to another city. Because of her own work obligations, Mary decided to stay behind with the children so David would go away for the week and come home on the weekends. Mary said she had no problems with this arrangement because she was so confident in their relationship. But while David was away, he admits he became a little lonely. So when he met a woman named Gilda that he actually hit it off with, and she invited him back to her apartment for some fun, he said yes. He said he felt a little guilty for enjoying her so much, but he will always go back to his wife on the weekends. One evening, David called Mary and he seemed a little off. And Mary took a second and thought about it. And she asked him, "Are you seeing someone?" And David said yes. David flew home immediately and told Mary everything. Oh yes, she was upset. She cried. She cussed him out. She felt betrayed. But when she thought about it, she didn't want to force David to be faithful to her. So she decided not to. David was surprised that his wife didn't demand that he leave the other woman alone. So he flew back to work, but he was still confused. One day, Mary was thinking about it, and she decided that it would be smart to meet the woman that David was having an affair with. So she told David, and he said okay. The mistress, whose name was Gilda, was also in agreement. She wanted to meet Mary too, so she agreed to go and pick Mary up from the airport. When they saw each other, they said it was weird because they was dressed in similar outfits. And when they started talking, instead of animosity, it actually felt comfortable being together. So they ditched David and decided to go to a movie together. By the end of their night out, Mary had decided that Gilda was actually a nice person, and she could understand why David was so attracted to her and didn't want to leave her alone. By the time Mary left, she told David, "Look, it's up to you if you want to continue to see her. I don't have nothing to say about it." And David was like, okay. After Mary left, everything changed between David and his mistress. Gilda had had such a good time with Mary that she now considered her to be a friend, and she didn't want to sleep with her friend's man anymore. And when David saw how his wife handled that situation with such finesse, he gained so much more respect for her that he decided he didn't want to hurt her in any way. He decided to stop sleeping with his mistress, and their relationship fizzled out. Mary and David returned to their marriage, and they say since then there's been no more cheating. Mary and Gilda are still close friends. In fact, all of them are. They all enjoy each other so much that they even go on vacations together. But it's all platonic. They swear there's no hanky-panky. Would you be willing to give your partner space to figure out if they wanted someone else? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Te-Erika with the T. Follow for more.